delighted to be here for Dr. Ugorji, who has invited all of us to come and share in his creativity. My own task is simple, to say something about two of his works. The first one is The Adventures of Ugorji. They are related, really. And the other one is The Cruel Bride. All two of them written by Ugorji. I'm just picking one aspect of it to speak to. And the title I'm giving to this little review is Tortoise in Igbo Folk Tales, Hero or Gatekeeper. The Mbe, they represent for us in Igbo. Is it like a hero that we acclaim and worship and bow to? Or is he a gatekeeper? The course of this presentation, you're most likely going to see where I lean. The Adventures of Ugorji and the Cruel Bride by Ugorji is a beautiful and memorable collection of some of the famed adventures of the tortoise and follows a common tradition of folk tales in Igbo land. Along with proverbs, songs, a rich naming culture, resonant with layers of meaning. Folk tales belong to the great pedagogical tools used by Igbo elders, especially as an oral community, to teach and communicate a variety of multidimensional knowledge to their children, and to communicate and entertain one another with dense knowledge. This corpus can be categorized as the inner core of Igbo knowledge, their conceptual gems, and constitute the avenue for transmission of their philosophy, their theology, their anthropology, their life logic, their worldview, and their take on the world, its flora and fauna. It is a rich way to hand over what the people consider vital to future generations, represented especially in the children, who therefore are the primary audience of this important pedagogy. Folk tales in particular are tailored towards children and constitute the heart of children's literature in Igbo land. They are funny, they are accessible in their language, and like modern cartoons as seen in Cartoon Network, they have exciting twists and turns that make them memorable and sustain interest in the very end of the tales. Among the Igbo, folk tales also teach ethics, civil knowledge, and modes of interaction. A great majority of the folk tales in Igbo land feature the adventure of the tortoise, which on account of his centrality very often appears as a sort of hero in quotes, as the one with unlimited street wisdom, crafty, cunning, even greedy and selfish, often outsmarting his peers and contemporaries. The antics of the tortoise makes him funny, attractive, a source of laughter and derision, and one that makes others look small in their own intellectual acumen and development. Children find his adventures hilarious, exciting, and provocative. The central role which the tortoise plays in these folk tales makes him appear like a hero. But is he? Closer examination shows that the Igbo elders who fashioned and used the folk tales around the tortoise and his innumerable adventures were being strategic in what they wanted to achieve. They certainly did not want their children, the primary audience, and therefore the target of their deep pedagogy, to grow up naive. The tortoise stories and adventures were essentially used to teach what Igbo people call Ngwocha, critical awareness, alertness, straight wisdom, and the ability to navigate the many foibles in human encounters. Children learn not so much from the tortoise as from his many victims, who, not being aware or conscious of the willing ways of the tortoise, fall prey to his unending actions. Far from being a model, the example to follow, a teacher of ethics or Igbo worldview, the tortoise is much more the one with a red flag, the gatekeeper, the one who sends a warning signal. The tortoise adventures do not teach via affirmativa, but rather via negativa. Wise Igbo parents and great folklorists are actively aware of this default rule of the tortoise adventure stories. They do not necessarily glamorize the tortoise because they do not see him as a hero, nor do they endorse his philosophy and way of life. The tortoise, Mbe, or Mbebu in Igbo language, is Akon, intelligence personified. But for the Igbo, Akon is not enough. It must be paired with Uche to become wisdom. Without, it is always Akon Uche. It is Uche that endows Akon with wisdom. Without Uche, Akon is mischief, anger. Being intelligent is not enough. Uche sees and factors in both short-term and long-term into the equation of life. Uche complements Akon and dilutes its sharpness. Uche gives morality to Akon. Uche is wisdom. Therefore, paying behavior is short-term, limited, and even injurious. Igbo elders, in using the antics of Mbe to teach, rather underline critical awareness and use the adventures of the tortoise to preach against naivete, against ignorance, against uncritical trust and lack of open-eyedness. To navigate our complex human environment, we need a higher level of consciousness where the adventures of the tortoise calls serious attention. The impressive purpose of the folk tales, which could be classified as the adventures of tortoise, constitute powerful pedagogy in a variety of ways and approaches, and essentially serve as caution to its students, saying loudly, hilariously, memorably, do not become an object of mockery. Do not allow yourself to be fooled. Open your eyes. The world is not very ethical. Human beings are not to be trusted fully. In the many stories of the adventures of the tortoise, he takes many sides and postures, plays different roles, the crafty one, the meditative one, the loner, and especially the one who regularly uses what we conventionally call number 6. The tortoise adventures teaches us to be streetwise. In this way, over the centuries, these tortoise tales have succeeded in molding generations of people into people who are alert, people who are industrious, people who are imbued with great wisdom, and therefore people known worldwide for their ability to adapt to a variety of situations and circumstances, and therefore as people who are far-sighted and progressive. The special contribution of Ugorji linguistic talk. The ability to translate some of these folk tales and to embellish them creatively into the English language, making it by that effort accessible and available to newer generations, not just of Igbo people here and there, at home and in the diaspora, but also to generations from other cultures and climes who use the English language, which has achieved a global following. He deserves our praise for the wisdom and effort to do this very important work for humanity by making available and sharing with the rest of the world a significant slice of the conceptual genius of the Igbo people. These 30 skills constitute a rich contribution to children's literature, and by their fascination, call attention to the need to transmit same via emerging digital media such as a variety of animations. Thank you again for your kind attention.